Anyway, woo!
All right, welcome to the Mars.
Welcome everybody to what we're calling our launch episode. This is, do you know when you crack a bottle of champagne off of a boat
Yeah,
to christen it? This is our christening.
it is. Does it have a special name or is it just a christening? Like, is there like a full, like a single word term
is
for
there
that?
a name for that?
Yeah.
I don't know. I think it means that it's been christened. Just kind of like a.
That's it. Well, I mean, just like,
Because it's always tied, and they just kind of like.
well, because you
like-
have the giant scissors. It's just the cutting of the ribbon.
Oh well.
You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know what this is called, but this is what the episode is.
I don't think it would be the breaking of the bottle.
Let's do a bit of research on it.
little
real
research?
quick. 1 second. Hey Siri. Yes. What's it called when you Oh crap.
Yeah, they're not gonna know what you're talking about.
Yeah, I know. That doesn't sound good.
No, Siri's such fucking shit.
What do you call when you break a champagne bottle on a boat?
I don't understand your English.
Here's what I found on the web for what do you call when you break a champagne bottle on a boat?
Boat.
So now I'm not telling you because you made fun of me.
Yeah.
What's it? Siri should be able to just like read all the results. That's
Yep,
what I wait
The
for.
best answer on Yahoo Answers is christening. So this is the christening
Okay.
episode.
Indeed.
I don't know how many have we recorded since we started this game back
We
in
got
October.
on college ruled paper where top header to bottom footer would be called footer
Mm-hmm. Edit the header and the
plus 2 lines on the other page. I think it's 25 lines a page, so
Yeah.
we're looking at about 27-ish, just shy of 30 episodes that we've recorded.
No, we're not going to put them all up because I think so. Like, maybe, because we're, like, we have to be mutual in this. I might think one's bad. You might think one's bad.
Definitely.
We have to agree.
And some of them are definitely, or all of them are not definitely winners.
No.
So we started back in November, I think.
November before, because I went home in October. So we started before or after that.
October, November-ish is
Yeah.
when we
It is now.
got the first set of equipment.
It is now May 2017.
It's May, and we just launched a week and a half ago.
Monday.
Real
No,
time.
We launched them Monday.
Okay.
last week.
Oh, that's right, because we had our sit down.
Yeah, and we launched the 4 episodes: the Narnia, the History of Trunks, Flat Earth, and the Power Rangers movie.
Indeed.
And we've been getting some good feedback. I've gotten some good feedback.
Definitely. I mean, the feedback that we've gotten, or that I've gotten, has been from your feedback, and I've got a bunch of people downloading and listening. I haven't heard back from them yet, but
Hopefully,
so
they
far,
hear this.
things are good. Stats are looking good.
Yeah, stats are going strong. After
We're having
a week.
our Stitcher issue.
We'll have that sorted by the time this goes up. Or
Hopefully, we're just having. I'm not getting any feedback from Stitcher. Sent them an email. Unfortunately, right now we are the Mars, just THEMARS on iTunes.
Mm-hmm.
If you're found us on Stitcher or would prefer to listen to us on Stitcher, we are the Mars M.A.R.S.
Yeah.
Pod, the Mars Pod on Stitcher.
Kinda
We're trying to
messed
get
up on
that changed.
one.
Yeah, but
But we do have links on our Facebook page.
we do.
If you just go to the Mars
Mm-hmm.
on Facebook and find us.
There is. I think there's a
links to
Stitcher.
everything.
I think there's a Stitcher and a Spreaker link.
Yeah.
There should be an iTunes link
for those
too.
Android listeners.
Indeed. Google Play is something I haven't looked into yet, but we'll check it out. So
We're taking it easy. I think we should, keep things minimum, and then kind of like
Mhm.
before we maybe invest more time and money into the bigger fish out there, we should
Mhm.
kind of master what we got instead of
yeah,
start hunting bigger game.
yeah. We're just trying to get it out there so everybody can listen with ease and hopefully enjoy what we got going on.
Yeah.
Website hopefully coming soon. If anybody knows how to do that or the easiest way to go about it, shoot us an email. Let us know. What's the easiest way? Because I don't know how the fuck to do that.
Tweet at us.
Tweet, yeah.
At what? The
Where were
Mars
we at?
Pod?
The Mars Pod, yes.
Yeah, at the Mars Pod, and that's...
Mm-hmm.
Or drop us a message at themarspod@gmail.com.
That's it. You let us
Yeah.
know.
We're pretty accessible, I think.
Definitely. We respond quickly. We read
Yeah.
everything. Even ads. I read ads.
Yeah, we're so desperate. We're just responding to junk mail.
Yeah, just trying to get that inbox
get,
full.
like, that Nigerian prince has at least $40 off of me, but you know I'm hoping.
That's it. Apparently, our daughter's been captured and she's in a bunch of medical need.
Ooh, Rob, the Mars taken.
We're gonna have to helicopter out there.
We'll live stream the whole thing.
That's it.
The worst ones I get are like an email that's about, oh, your college loan is pretty bad. You need help paying it off. And I'm
Do you really get those?
I'm like, I don't.
I get none of those.
I don't have a college loan. Like, you know, I didn't go to college here. How do you know? Like, you know, oh, you're U.S. I could save you thousands of dollars. I was like,
I've never gotten one of those. I've gotten trolled on OkCupid by some girl who seemed legit. But then all of a sudden it was like, oh, well, you know what? I'm a fucking practicing nurse in Uganda or some shit. And that's why I can't text you or why. I was like, okay, cool. And then all of a sudden it was like, well, you know, if I had the new iPhone, I'd be able, I was like, oh, can you not get it out there? Like, you're a nurse. Like, I'm sure you make okay money. Oh, well, I'm only doing this, whatever. So why don't you just send it to me? I was like, yeah, no problem. What do you want? The big one, the Plus? The one that just came out that's fucking $900? Oh, that would be great. I was like, okay, do me a favor. Send me a picture with my name on a piece of paper, and I would get random pictures.
Yeah.
But then it's like you would notice those random spelling errors. After 2 days, it was like, yo, I'm in love with you. I think we're made for each other. I wish I could talk to you more if I had that iPhone. I was like, right. And then I get a picture saying, like, with a picture of, like, a table with gold on it. Like, bars of, like, probably fake-ass gold. She's like...
probably just a photo she found online.
Yeah, some horse shit. And she's like, oh, well, so-and-so, King so-and-so wants me to invest in this and take this back to America because blah, blah, blah. And I was like...
What?
I wouldn't do that if I were you. She's like, but it seems like a really good... And then, like, she's trying to convince me...
in this conversation.
Well, I'm investing in this conversation because I got nothing better to do with my time.
Oh, okay. Now you do.
Like, I'm under the understanding that this is bullshit. So, let me play with it.
Yeah, and I think I talked to you about this a couple of months back. I wanted to do an episode where we full-on catfish someone. And you were like, yeah, maybe, yeah, it's a bit mean.
I like the idea, but
no,
I don't want to be behind it.
Okay, so I don't want to catfish someone. I want to make a fake account and then just do with okay, anyone out there who gives me consent to use a photograph of them on this, because I don't want to get a random girl's photograph.
Yeah, you don't want to use someone unexpected.
I want consent from someone to say that I can use their photograph. I'll do a fake name, a fake address, fake all that stuff.
Yeah,
but I just want to see what girls get on the other end. I used dating apps. You use dating apps, and then you always hear about how shit guys are. They're just like, "Hey, let's fuck tonight," and you're like, and you know, and it's like when I use it, I was just like, "Hey, I see that you like Star Wars."
Yeah, it's just hard. But and then you always get like, "Oh, you're just another asshole," but then it's like. I would do that and be like, hey, I'm not an asshole like this.
It's getting deep, Rob.
I was... Well, no. Like, I would do
You're just like the last guy. You're just another asshole.
No, but I told you, I've trolled people on Craigslist out of boredom, just putting on there, like...
Or we could do that,
I'm a girl, blah, 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 big-chested, da-da-da-da-da, just to see, because I want to know. Because I assume anytime a girl's photo goes up, or a post goes up, say, hey, guys, guess what? I want some D, like fake or not.
Craigslist.
Well, I mean, that was I don't have pictures. I don't want to invest too much time.
Craigslist D.
So I did that. So quickly, do you get messages?
Really?
Yeah, and it's just all, what's up? I'm down. You want to fuck? Here's my dick. This is what I look like. Ooh. And it's so quick, and
we should do that.
I couldn't imagine. I mean, even just being like, hey guys, new in town. I want to hang out. Whatever,
and then just add
I'm a Christian, totally devoted to God.
No.
Blah, and then it's just full. Like, you need a second email account. Like, I don't know. Also, listening back to the episodes, I realized I say like a whole bunch.
Oh yeah.
I do apologize for that. Personally, I don't enjoy hearing that. And I'm not a person, I'm not a dim-witty person to use it. Sorry.
Well,
It bothers me.
I was listening to a couple of my stutters and being on the other end of the stutter, I'm just like, God, hurry up.
Your stutters are
Say
personality, though. Your stutters are good personality.
Fucking say it.
Me saying like every other word
I'm
is a bad stereotype.
Spit it out.
There's a session where I say like
There
maybe 6 times in 10 seconds.
There was a session where I stuttered like 3 times. Like, shit. I can't stop saying
Sometimes
it.
the word
No,
just fits.
There was a sentence where I stuttered about 3 times in it, and I was just listening, just be like, just stop talking. Because I don't know. I was listening to an episode when I was driving to work, and you said something. I forget. Like, it was like, okay. This isn't what you said at all, but because I was listening
responded?
back and stuff, but you were like, "Oh, this is what I think about X," and I said to myself, "Well, actually, why is this?" Like, blah, blah. And then me recording, we're like, "Well, why is this?" And I'm like, "Oh, this is like, because I don't remember, all of our conversations,
Yeah, totally.
and it's a really funny aspect when I listen back to it where I'm just kind of like, I should have said this. Oh, I did. Oh, go me. It's kind of like when people always tell me what I say when I'm drunk,
Mm-hmm.
and I'm like, that sounds like me, and I'm very happy drunk me said that. So
Nice.
I stick to it.
Is that the right one? No, it's fun listening back.
Yeah.
Definitely.
Yeah. Is it fun listening to us? Please let us know.
Yeah.
If you have ideas for us to do. I think we've already mentioned in a couple episodes that we don't want to go political.
Yeah. We don't. Yeah, not necessarily political. I don't want to deal with it because I don't follow it. I don't want to research it. If I do research it, it's for whatever stupid reason.
It makes Rob mad.
I just think there's better shit to deal with. But I mean, it is important for people to follow politics. I'm just not the person to do it because I don't have the patience to watch grown people argue over shit that they're not really going to take care of.
I follow politics. I just don't think this is the time or place.
No, not at all.
There's time or place for everything.
This is for fun.
Yeah.
We may make fun of Trump. We may make fun of the greatest president alive or the greatest president that ever lived, Taft.
Ooh.
He's my top choice for any president. I don't know what he did. I don't know what he stood for.
You like his name?
His bed's in a museum, and he looked like a walrus in a top hat. Taft for president.
2020.
20 forever. You like that?
I did.
20
I did.
forever.
Ooh, you got me there.
He's a good guy. But to go back to the matter at hand.
We're way off topic here.
Oh, yeah, and that's going to happen
we went from, hey, this is the launch episode to Taft for president 2020.
I mean, they work hand in hand.
2024.
2028. So, we do. We have a lot of episodes. We're going to release them as is.
We have a lot of live episodes.
We do.
That,
we did get
you don't necessarily, because the one we did one with
which one was it? Avatar?
Drag Me to Hell. Where that lagged out a lot because
I have to look for that one.
The
that might be in a
DVD
different file.
we were watching it on was scratched.
Yeah.
And it kept jumping, and it kept. It was bad. It was a bad DVD quality.
That's it. That
might not even
DVD
make it.
Quality
that might not
terrible.
even make it to light. But hey, if you want to listen
You
to
never know.
us shit on that movie and yet have a shit time because of all the scratches on those DVDs, I think Rob's cat was just at it.
That's it. The cat. Yeah.
Yeah.
Now it is better than our 4-part series on The Stand, which I think started strong.
Ooh.
And then the next 3 out of 4 episodes just went to shit.
I've never spent so long wasting so much time. That is
a lot of time.
It's a 4-part series that
6 hours gone.
That's a month of us.
It is.
Of our life wasted. But hey, if you want to hear it, we can just release it all at once.
Yeah.
And you can just put it back to back.
So whenever we create a Patreon, $5 will get you 6 hours.
Shit quality.
We'll give you 2 hours of decentness and 4 hours of shite.
We'll do a Patreon where $5 can get you a shit podcast.
That's it. But I mean, we're figuring out a day that we'll
We're
release.
we're very much a
Um,
day-to-day podcast.
so,
We're taking it one step at a time.
I mean, after a couple weeks of releasing, we're going to release at least one episode every week, and
Yes.
then we're going to get on a pattern as soon as we figure out the editing process and the uploading process, or not the processes, but how we're going to actually work it to get them up as quick as possible. We record on Mondays.
We do.
I think we want to have releases on Tuesday, but again, once we try the process out, you
But
know,
also, when would you like to hear us?
Yeah.
Drop us a message.
yeah. Do you have too many of your subscriptions dropping on Tuesday, and you would
Yeah.
like us to drop on Wednesday?
Yeah.
What do you think?
Drop on Sunday.
I mean, we'll do our best to accommodate you with what we
Yeah.
do. We want you guys
Half
to
the
be
time,
happy.
people just download it. Like with the podcasts I listen to, I
Mhm.
just download them. Like
Mhm.
I'm like, oh, I'll start listening to it now. Might listen to it later. I'm not rushing to my phone.
No.
Oh, it's Tuesday night, running to my phone.
Oh, definitely. Well, I do that with 2 podcasts.
Okay.
I do that with We Hate Movies. I can't wait until they drop on Tuesday. If I'm up late on Monday, I'll catch them.
I'll wait.
And Tell 'em Steve, Dave. Those 2 I really like listening to.
Okay.
The rest of them I do that with, but I do get lost because I have 35 subscriptions.
Yeah.
And there's some I'll just save. So if nothing good's on that week with the other ones, I'll binge Stuff You Should Know or Joe Rogan or whatever. Like,
Could we do a quick origin of the Mars?
yeah. So what?
From how I
What's
see
your
it
side?
is that Rob, you're super into podcasts.
Love them.
Yeah, you love just because, to my knowledge, because me and Rob used to work together. I worked in security in the bar, and then Rob was in the kitchen. And I think you had a lot of alone time just prepping food. And you would always have your headphones in when I would go say, hey, what's up?
Usually.
And you take them out, and I just hear people talking. And I'm like, are you just listening to like what I knew of podcasts, but I was like...
Oh, you weren't big into them when I was into them?
No. I was like, well, if you're going to listen to stuff on your phone, listen to music. And whenever I worked by myself, I would listen to music. I wouldn't...
A side note on that is I had a lot of warehouse jobs, and a lot of those jobs allowed me to have my headphones in, and I would get burnt out on my Pandora stations or whatever because I wouldn't get into a lot of new music. I would, but I get tired of it because after a while, listening for 8 hours, 9 hours solid a day, it turns into your bored radio edits. You know what I mean? Or radio top 40.
Yeah.
So then I ventured into podcasts and I got really into them. So it's not that I didn't want to listen to music. I just wanted to hear interaction.
Yeah. No. Okay. That knowing you, that makes sense. So then we were talking about it and stuff, and I think the first podcast you got me onto was We Hate Movies. I think it's a solid podcast. I think it's absolutely brilliant.
Oh yeah.
And then I kind of, I took some of your advice and I listened to some other ones, and I kind of ventured out by myself, and I found a Simpsons podcast I like. If anyone ever wants me, if anyone ever wants me to talk Simpsons, I could do it all day.
Mm-hmm.
James Bonding was good. They're like just a whole bunch of different ones. And if you
Yeah,
got any
that's a good
podcast recommendations, I
definitely.
send them. Absolutely. I think there's
Yeah.
a great Irish one out now that's doing pretty well. I haven't listened to it yet, but I know a lot of my friends are recommending it. It's called My Dad Wrote a Porno.
Oh.
And I think that I don't know if it's about anything to do with porn. I don't know. I've never listened to it, but apparently it's gotten pretty good.
It's a real clickbaity name.
Oh yeah.
Good on
We
'em.
should just call ourselves the porn.
The Mars porn.
The Martian porn.
Ooh.
And so you kind of came up to the idea of with just having, because we would have so many conversations
Mm-hmm.
over who would win in this, how would this person work. You realized I was super into comics and other nerdy stuff, and you wanted to know more information, and we were just I would go to work early to eat and just sit there while you worked, and we would just have back and forth about Batman's greatest villains, about Superman's weaknesses and all that shit, and Walking Dead.
And a lot of that comes with, especially the comic realm, I don't know a bunch about it. I dabble in it, so a lot of my arguments are irritating to a point that is entertaining
Yeah.
because I'm just shitting on things that I don't know a lot about. But
basically,
I can hold my own.
Yeah, no, you can. And basically, we had enough talking, and you kind of were like, "Oh, let's do it." And knowing you, I can tell you that whenever you want to do something, you just drop money on it, and you just are like, "Let's do it." I'm 100% in. Like Magic the Gathering, when you, and Zach started playing Magic the Gathering, and all of a sudden the next day you're like, "Oh, I just bought on eBay." How many?
I think I bought 2 lots of 1,000 cards each.
I just bought.
But I got a good price on it.
2,000 cards,
like
so
$40.
Rob
That's not bad.
Rob was just like, I just got 2 microphones, and I just downloaded a mixer thingy computer. Rob's all technical and stuff. I have no idea. He'll do most of the editing until I get my head around it.
I think before I landed on this interface, I think I bought a 2-channel interface I wasn't happy with. I turned around that week and bought a 4-channel interface. They upgrade from that one. Wasn't happy with that. Looked around, came up on a good deal on a Tatscom US 4x4. I think it's retails for $550.
Yeah.
Found it for like $1.50.
So people listening to this on whatever we're on and whatever apps we're on now, you can imagine how we're gonna do in like a month's time when we're like, you know what, let's fucking do this and let's do this. So we're just gonna be giving and giving and giving. Yeah. Let's be on this app. Let's be on that app. We all,
we want a widespread, but we also want to do good content. We also, if the editing seems whatever, just let us know what we can do to improve. That's better for your listening. If our podcasts are really low, I can bring up the volumes. No problem. We just need to know where it is. Because I wish that happened. I listened to a Neil Brennan podcast, and it was a great podcast, but the fucking audio was everywhere. I'd have to turn it up. I'd have to turn it down. It's very irritating. Made for a bad listening experience. But I like their content.
We want to grow with our listener. This is your podcast as much as it is our podcast.
Definitely.
And well, if you want hate, if you want to send hate mail, we'll gladly read that great. Too. I'm looking forward to our first hate mail.
Definitely.
I'm gonna have a little theme tune for it when we first get one.
I want to hear it because hate mail is
any publicity is good publicity.
Well, it's not even that, but it's sent with a dislike. However, a lot of those comments can be used to help progress.
Ooh, I'm gonna go with the hate and love center of the brain are so close. Like there's a fine line between love and hate.
The medulla oblongata.
Sure. So I'm looking for maybe this person who's going to send us hate mail, I think like this could be our biggest fan.
What is it? The alligators are so ornery because they have all those teeth and no one to brush them or some shit?
I don't get that one.
It's a water boy thing. That's where the medulla oblongata comes from. But it says something else like, why are crocodiles so ornery? And he says some dumb shit about their teeth. The stuttering host
of the podcast that doesn't get the water boy reference.
That's all right. It was. I just watched it the other day while I was blowing glass, and I was like,
for shame. I was going to watch it last night.
That's what I want to do. I want to put this on YouTube. That's why I started that YouTube channel. But have you ever watched a YouTube channel and you just see the floating? It's just like a still image. I don't like that. So what I wanted to do was I wanted to edit the glass blowing and throw this over it.
Oh.
I don't know. That may or may not happen. I just got to learn how to edit the video. Not that it's hard to edit video, but...
Those who don't know, Rob is a glass blower. You can follow him on Instagram at...
Instagram, I'm at Cattywampus Glass SD. Cattywampus _glass _SD.
How do you spell Cattywampus?
CATAWAMPUS.
_
glass _SD.
Fair enough. Might get a few more 1,000 followers now.
Indeed, we do. Or I do some customs. I'm not over here making the $1 million pieces. I like making spoons. I like doing pendants, things like this. And
much like our podcast, we're not doing million download episodes yet. We're doing. I'd be happy. How many downloads do we have right now on the 4?
We've got a total of 70 listens, 45 plays, 25 downloads.
Rob, people have listened to us talk 70 times.
That's right.
That is very strange.
It is, but it's good.
Hey, if we reach 100, I'll do something crazy.
We'll get to 100 at some point.
I know, but I'm just kind of putting it out there.
Okay, Matt's going to do something
I
crazy.
read on a podcasting site that if you promise to reward your listeners, you get better feedback.
We'll reward. I mean, there'll be rewards. Maybe
There was
there'll be
also something like if you go to that site Fiverr.com.
What the fuck is Fiverr?
There's a site called Fiverr.com where
Like High
people,
Fiverr?
where people can do things for $5. It's obviously
Oh yeah, I heard
it's
about
obviously
that.
not just $5, but you know that like more stuff can for more money. But I saw on one of these sites on how to do how to do a good podcast, you know. But it was go to Fiverr and
Mhm.
pay people to send in some emails and questions that you want to hear.
Hmm.
I remember doing that for my presentations in college.
Fiverr.
Where no, I would have preset questions that I would give to my classmates to ask me to
Ah.
impress my lecture. So I would be like, oh, here's my presentation on pie. I like pie, apple, cherry.
Mm-hmm.
Yes. What about blueberry? Ah, that's a great question. Let me explain to you blueberry pie.
Nice.
Like, you know,
Those are good plants. That's a good idea.
yeah.
I never made it that far in schooling, so
Oh well. Phew.
I tried.
I'm pretty sure my lecturer even told me that little tip.
Oh, nice.
So I'm pretty sure she was looking for the planted questions. Yeah. So if you want to send in questions,
Oh.
we'll read them out.
Yeah, and it'd be helpful because we enjoy movies or comic books, all this stuff, and we can review those. But if there's strange theories, you'll see by the Flat Earth podcast. I will do my research. Matt will maybe do more research than he did last time.
I want to return to that episode.
Um,
I want to do Flat Earth again, and I want please email in information. I'm not saying I won't do anything, but if you feel like you found some information that you don't think people can find it easily, that can.
Yeah.
'Cause
or if there's solid YouTube links, I mean, I've gone
I
through
wanna
it and
get
pick and
into-
chose.
I want to get
I
into
mean,
it again, but I just can't. You know?
It's a difficult thing
I saw
because
there was a
as much as I want to defend it, I can't promote it. It's just interesting.
Steve-O was just on the Joe
On
Rogan
Rogan,
podcast.
I just listened to him. Yeah.
And remember when he was talking about how for Wild Boys he went up as high as you can in a fighter jet, just up vertically,
Yeah.
and he videoed it himself,
Mm-hmm.
and he had the Earth and it showed the curvature, and he's like, see man, anyone who thinks it's flat, you just gotta watch this video, you just gotta see that debunks anything,
Mhm.
and the first thing I thought of was because flat Earth, you know,
I
all
just-
my videos on flat Earth is
Mm.
all they do is say it's fake, that's fake.
Yeah,
That's like they'll interrupt you like, I'm sorry, but that's fake. You can't.
That's what the flat earthers will do.
Yeah, you can't prove to me that video that you took is real. That's fake.
Yeah. Well, that's what the dude at work does. That he's just the school shootings, they're fake. Those are plants. Those are crisis actors. Those are this, and it's very interesting for me to hear that because I want to research it and see what's up. But the thing that stops me from doing it is the idea that everything is planted and everything is faked.
Yeah.
And I don't buy into it. And that's when I go, like, we can talk about Area 51. I looked up Area 51 for years, and even looking it up, it's like, okay, so that's where we keep the aliens. That's where we keep the UFOs.
No, ma'am.
Cool,
This is Area
but
51A.
You're also saying this, and this. Well, you know what? That sounds like you can go too far. And I understand the government's big, so we can pay this person off and do this, but it's the end result. Like, what would your end result be? Like, why would, like, with faking school shootings, like,
Yeah.
why
Yeah.
would we need to fake it?
How deep does this rabbit hole go?
Yeah. So, is what it is. But
like
if you would
doing
like to hear about it, or
conspiracies.
if you've got some good things,
I
let
like
us know.
doing conspiracies. If you guys want us to do
Oh,
some
I'd love it.
conspiracies,
Definitely.
we have a ghost stories one. I'm kind of excited about to put up.
From what
thought
I
that was
remember,
fun.
my ghost story thing was not that great, but I have to go back, re-listen to the episode. I don't think we've edited it yet, so
Yeah.
we'll figure it out. We'll get that up soon. Yeah,
If anything,
conspiracies.
we
Let
could-
us know. But I don't want to go. I don't want to go with the heavy hitters. I
Yeah.
don't want to jump off and hit Bigfoot. I don't want to hit Loch Ness. Give us something that's got a lot of backing to it.
The Denver airport.
But the Denver airport, we can do that. We can touch on that. There's Palm Island. I
Ooh.
couldn't find a lot of stuff on that, and that's like some Jersey thing where like Lyme disease is supposed to be some sort of biochemical warfare or some shit. It's weird. It's very interesting, but I couldn't find a lot on it. I just find snippets, and the things that were elongated podcasts
Yeah.
were just like, it just sounded like some Harry Carey motherfucker on the phone, just, well, and it's just like, I can't take you seriously.
That guy's fake.
That's why I can't listen to one of the other podcasts I listen to, because it's
You can't listen to one of the other podcasts you listen to?
Well, I was listening to it for a while. It was really good. It was, I don't remember what it is, but then the cast started sounding shitty. But anyways.
We're way off topic again, which will happen. We gonna,
yeah.
Look, we just did it twice.
And I can start getting good at editing all this shit out. If
Oh,
you guys don't like our off
I
topic
don't,
shit,
I don't
whatever.
think you should edit this episode at all, because
No.
I need people to know this is what's gonna happen.
Yeah, this is our full process. So hopefully you stick
Yeah.
around, listen to it.
This is the Mars Raw,
Yeah, ooh.
uncut, unedited raw Mars.
Monday Night Raw.
Monday Night Mars.
We've been I think we touched on it on another episode, but I've been going through a lot of wrestling.
You just have had it on your computer. You've just been streaming it nonstop. It's
Nonstop
on in the background now.
for like 3 weeks.
It's I have a great. I told you about this. I have a funny experience with this. We're watching Royal Rumble 29, and that's the one where John Cena won the Royal Rumble, but then after the Royal Rumble, it was CM Punk versus The Rock, because The Rock came back to strip CM Punk of his title. And we're just at the end of it now, but what Rob didn't see was that CM Punk just beat The Rock because there was a blackout, and then CM Punk's friends came in and knocked The Rock out, and then he won. And then
I did read about it, though.
Vince McMahon came out, was like, no, that was... Like, I told you, Punk, if there was any cheating, I would strip your title. I'm going to strip... And then The Rock on the floor was like, no, I got a microphone, and I want to start the match again. And then now The Rock's going to win
Really?
any second now. But,
Interesting.
yeah.
I don't like CM Punk at all.
Who does?
But, yeah, so that's, what we talked about earlier. That's
The
how we
Rock
got into
2020.
it.
Just going to step on that real quick.
What happened?
The Rock 2020.
I ain't touching it.
No.
I don't buy into it. I mean, it was on Saturday Night Live. Whatever. It's not. Just like The Rock doing redos of Bambi, which I thought was an amazing trailer. If you haven't seen it,
Oh, the Bambi. Yeah.
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 I think
Because I'm always thumping.
it was good.
I'm always thumping.
Yeah, we'll have guests on. We want a couple guests. You've got your boy Con Air, which I think we can do something good with that.
I think my girlfriend said she'd do a Power Hour podcast with us. If you guys want to hear that,
that would be good. It'd be fun.
I'd love to do a Power Hour pod.
Because all this shit is portable. Like, I can bring this over. I've got the extra mics, the mic stand, so we can do that. Jeff, we'll get the famed Jeff on here.
Yeah, we talk about Jeff a lot.
We do. Well, because before I started talking to you, me and Jeff went back and forth on the podcast. We wanted to do it because we would just sit in the kitchen. It was me and him most of the time in the kitchens, and we were just going...
BM?
Before Matt, BM.
No,
historical
no,
era.
PM.
BM.
The Mars PM.
But yeah, we would go through and, out of everybody that we worked with, who was on our zombie apocalypse team, who would be the first one down, what would people have to offer?
We should do a zombie apocalypse.
Within 5 feet of us, if it popped off now, what would be our weapon of choice? And it was just stupid things that got me on those random thought processes, which holds to this day. I think it would be really cool if we got big enough to hold a salad eating contest. That is one of the things I watch, I'll go through the eating contests, like the restaurant contest, the Kobayashi shit. How many hot dogs can you eat?
The Kobayashi Maru?
No, I think Kobayashi's like the Japanese guy who battled the bear.
I thought you were talking about the Starfleet
No, is that when Spock...
simulation game where you're abandoned on you're on a ship that has no power, and you're trying to save the hostages on the planet. There's 3 Klingon warbirds coming in hot. What do you do? It's meant to be a situation for trainee captains.
That is absolutely not what I'm talking about.
And then
I've heard the phrase before.
Then only one captain has passed it.
Spock.
No, James T. Kirk.
Yeah.
because he cheated and rigged it.
Yeah, I'm sure T.J. Hooker would rig it.
because he doesn't believe in no-win scenarios.
No, Kobayashi's this like fucking 90-pound Asian dude who just kills it in the hot dog record, and then he like challenged a bear.
I think.
And then, but the bear doesn't know it's a competition.
Yeah.
The bear's just eating.
Yeah.
Kobayashi's trying to win. I think. I don't know who won. I can see it. I can see it going either way.
I think I could do a food eating contest.
But I've always thought, what if you did salads?
Salad eating contest.
Salad, because salad is light. I enjoy the hell out of salad. If I go to a buffet, I will start with a salad, I will eat my meal, and I will end with the salad because I enjoy salads. But you would have to have rules to where it's all done by weight, the weight of the salad. You would get whatever. Let's just say 10 pounds of salad. But you would have to get really specific with the dressings. You could either have like an oil and vinegar mix, or you can have Italian. Whatever's really light. Because I don't think it would be unfair if somebody went with an Italian or dry, and then you're just like, give me a gang of blue cheese. Blue cheese is heavy.
Ooh, imagine just Caesar.
Ranch is probably pretty heavy, but I want to see how much salad somebody can consume.
I just do it with water. Get as much as you can in your mouth. Have a big jug of water.
Oh, I need crunchy lettuce.
I know, but like if you're doing a quantity,
yeah, I don't know.
Gotta pack it in there.
But yeah, so I think it would be very interesting to see a salad eating contest.
A tossed salad eating contest. Because my name's Romaine.
Yeah, no, you're gonna.
No,
no.
Anaconda Nicki Minaj.
No, I don't give a fuck about that. I don't listen to that shit. It took me like 8 years to listen to to Kanye's first album.
Oh,
I never listened to it until like 8 years later.
I give a fuck it's about funny. So I initially, going back to the origins, I thought when Rob was like, "Yeah, podcast," I was like, that'd be a great idea because you're one grumpy ass motherfucker who just hates on a lot of things, which is fine. That's who you are. That's
I've gotten less grumpy.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Because I was just bitter as fuck.
My brother messaged me, and he listened to our Narnia episode, which is episode 1, I believe. Mm-hmm. And he was just like, it was just Rob's so mad at stuff, and I was like, oh, brother, you've no idea.
Yeah, I can get angry.
We're just getting there.
Shit. But you guys will experience.
Yeah,
definitely. So, but yeah,
just give us a chance. That's what we're asking.
Yeah, if some of them be of worse quality because we have 30 in the bank.
Yeah,
and while we're getting this rolling now that we're actually posting and all this stuff,
for me, this podcast
because we're not going to release them in order.
No,
some of them will be in order.
It's too much effort.
Like we're going to drop Open Grave, which is directly after.
Yes.
The last one that we already uploaded, which is Power Rangers. We've got a bonus episode that's going to drop right before it.
Yes.
That way we can tie those in, but those are our later ones. We're probably going to jump back. We've got a Street Fighter one. That's one of the earlier ones. So we're going to release.
Yeah. As I was saying, for me, this podcast is, as I'm getting older, I realize the uselessness of my knowledge towards science fiction and comic stuff. Mm-hmm. And this is a reason to have it.
Right.
And I want to put it to use and give it here as some form of entertainment.
Right.
So, I think this is interesting.
And
send love, send hate.
Definitely.
Who knows how long we'll be doing this for?
And this, as shitty of a plug as this is, I don't mean it to be, but get on our Twitter. I don't use Twitter often. With the podcast, I want to use Twitter a lot. I want to let you guys know when we're going live or when we're recording. I want to have some live tweets. I want some info coming in because I think that'd be good. That would give us some interactions where as it stands, we're not going to do a live to where we're going to broadcast live.
Yeah.
But when we're recording on Monday nights, we're going to throw out tweets letting you guys know, guess what, we're sitting down, we're recording. If you've got questions, comments, ideas, say some stupid shit. If you want some advice, if you want some really bad advice,
let us know.
I mean, we'll try to give good advice if you really want it,
Yeah.
but
Advice on relationships, advice on God.
Yeah, I mean, we'll
Come
pick
to
and
us.
choose. But if once you get used to our podcast, you'll realize we have really good in-the-moment facts. If you research them, they're probably incorrect.
Oh yeah.
Our timelines, our history timelines, will be jumpy.
Right, you're really selling this podcast.
Oh, but you know what though? What we're not selling is we're not selling a dictionary-esque podcast here. We're not saying for any of your questions, if you need help on a midterm, come straight to us. We're not selling that. What we're selling is entertainment and fun. But what we're not doing is we're not lying, we're not bullshitting, we're not being unfaithful to who we are, what our knowledge capacity is.
We're real.
We're coming off real.
At Real Rob.
Super real.
Tweet at Real Rob.
This is Real Rob.
Oh, is this Real Rob?
No,
Have I finally after
don't ever
multiple
don't ever tweet at Real Rob, because unless Matt makes that account, there will never be that account. If there is that account existing, it's somebody else.
I want someone to make this account and then tweet at the Mars Pod.
So if there is a Real Rob, at Real Rob, tweet at them. Maybe they'll start listening to the Mars. You never know. But
might have 100 listens soon because of that.
that's it. The Real Rob's going to blow up because of us.
Yeah.
If he's not already blown up, fuck it. Go blow him up. Find him on Twitter. Blow him up. Make a fan account. I don't give a shit. I am personally not at Real Rob on Twitter. I never will be. I don't want to be. I have my own Twitter. I don't fucking use it.
At Real Rob. It's not Real Rob, guys. Or is it? The Mars Conspiracy. The Mars First Conspiracy. Who is Real Rob?
What if he play? Well, we should tweet at him and see if he'll play along.
Yeah.
Yeah, fuck it.
That's, I'm going to do it.
So,
I'm gonna
do it right now. But yeah, we'll let you know. Go on our Twitter. That way we can all have fun together. Maybe I'll learn how to patch Skype calls in. Maybe you can Skype us. We'll have to get a Skype. Don't look for us now. We'll get one. We'll patch one of you guys in, and maybe you can be a guest. Maybe. If you want to, I guess. $1 on Patreon. Be a guest. I don't know how it works. But yeah, so we do appreciate everyone for listening. Even if you're listening to this way late, maybe years after it's posted, it still stands. We appreciate you taking the time out, sitting with us for a little bit. Hopefully we get you through work, a drive, whatever. That would be good if we just did little 15-minute things. That way maybe we can get people through short drives to work. Close commutes. We can call it the close commuter.
Yeah, just power pods.
Just power pods.
Power pods. Hey, Rob, did you see that episode on blah, blah, blah? Yes, I did. Blah, 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 blah. That was...
Fuck it. I hope you enjoy your drive. It would probably be a good tool. It would help us keep our rants down.
I doubt it. Because we'll probably end up doing 4 in a row. Like, we'll do 4 power pods in a row.
Well, then we can justify it. Here's a 15-minute pod, but maybe your drive is 15 minutes one way and 15 minutes the other way. We taking care of you both ways.
I thought this was going to be a 15-minute power pod. We're now on 45.
That's fine. That's a quality pod number.
Quality pod number.
I don't know.
We never know how to wrap things up here, so
we don't.
We're going to wrap things up now.
That's it. If you think you got a good tagline for us to wrap it up, we have a couple. We just we don't stick with them.
Yeah. Plug our Twitter at Real Rob.
No, not at Real Rob.
At the Mars Pod.
We're at the
Facebook, same at the Mars.
Yeah, search us Mars Pod.
Rate, review us on iTunes.
Yeah, that's one thing we don't say. We've never said.
Well, we've never had iTunes until now.
Right, but we knew we were going to release them. We could have thrown that in.
Oh, well, I didn't know what we were going to do. I thought iTunes was a big...
I think it's just a gimme. Like, people should know, hey, he's on iTunes.
Fine.
They want us to rate and
Fine,
review.
from now on, we'll just say R&R.
Yeah.
R&R.
Drop some R&R.
R&R on IT.
Mm-hmm. Ooh.
R&R on ST.
RIT.
R&R on SP. R&R
SP.
and...
No, I don't know.
SC.
SC. Oh, the SoundCloud? I don't know what to do with SoundCloud. We're only using the free account. You'll get 2 episodes at a time.
Yeah.
Maybe exclusive content.
We'll do 2
maybe
of the popular one. We'll do a month, whichever 2 were most popular, we'll throw them on SoundCloud.
Well, yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
or at least popular. Try to get them up.
No, I'm just thinking we can rotate.
Yeah,
Whatever's brand new, we can throw those up, and then just every week one of them's coming down and new one's going up because whatever. Maybe we'll pay for it at some point, but SoundCloud doesn't seem to be the podcast go-to.
yeah. We have so our email once again is themarspod@gmail.com, and is that everything?
If you want to text me, go ahead. Don't. I'll respond, and I'll take it too far.
He will respond.
I don't mean to be the guy who tries to get the last word, but I'm the guy who tries to get the last word. Not in a smart-ass context, but if you say thank you, I will say no, thank you. And if you respond back to me, I will respond back again.
I think you meant on this podcast, and I was going to do a joke where I just wasn't going to talk until you realized I wasn't talking.
No. I got to get out of that habit because I notice. I'll keep going. Yeah, so if you can find my number, text me. Don't try to find my number. Oh shit! I should take it off Facebook. All right.
Oh yeah.
What?
Oh shit! We're directly linked to our Facebook.
Yeah, but it's not gonna
when
be hard
that
to search
becomes
us.
a problem.
Oh no, but I have to my account's hidden. It's fine. If you can, don't text me. So that's it for this one.
Thank you for listening.
Thanks, guys. Appreciate
Hopefully,
it. Keep it up.
Yes, please download and all that jazz. R&R.
No.
BRB, peace.